Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an E50. It's a Tier 9 German medium tank, and it was actually supposed to be the replacement for the Panther in the Panther 2 under the German E-Series, which was the standardization program that was carried out at the end of the war, trying to standardize all German armor. So what it looks like is all the best features of the Panther, with the angled front plates, a very big gun, and this one is being commanded by Goliath Killer 1, and he's located on the Mannerheim Line. Now, he's spotted a couple of enemies, fires around in at the Leopard prototype. Blind metal bore sig, gets a shot into him. He's got a 4.22 second reload. He's going to get the object 140. No, he actually bounces that one off the turret. He should have aimed for the chassis. I think he probably would have kept him there while he could then put some rounds into the chassis of the vehicle, because once he was actually up and at the back, that would have made him very vulnerable. Now, I'm not sure if he was seen. I think there was a 6th sense go off, in which case then he should actually be receiving fire from the enemy at the moment. There is an enemy Arty in play, but the enemy Arty hasn't fired at him yet. And just to clarify that, the enemy Arty is an M40, M43, and he should easily be able to put a shot onto that ledge, and it's one of the first things I would do if an enemy tank was spotted on that ledge. But it appears that the M40 is probably engaged in countering the heavy tanks that are in the South Pass, because there's nothing at the north for them to fire at. And there's the Leopard. Oh, he bounced around there from the Borsig. That means the Borsig can see him, and he's aiming there to try and get the Pershing. He had a shot there for a second. Will he get another one? Well, he fires around at the Pershing's gun. I'm not sure it hit though. Don't think it did. Still trying. It's a difficult shot. That appeared to hit the tracks. And he got the tracks that time, and he's fixed the Pershing. He must have burned his repair kit, that Pershing. Oh, and he's in a bit of trouble now. And that one went through. 240 hit points. Yeah, he's really hurt that Pershing, and he finishes him off. 228 hit points. I think he did some damage which actually startled the Pershing, and once he tracked him and burned his repair kit, there was nothing much the Pershing could do. Missed the shot there on the T92 as he rapidly tried to escape, but doesn't need to worry because the T92 was taken out. But the scores are 5-0 at the moment, so the enemy is not doing very well. We've got the Progetto in the bush. He'll be spotting, and that means that the Goliath Killer could actually pull back and shoot in cover behind the bush, but what he's decided to do instead is make his way around this gap, try and come up this channel towards the enemy cap area. Okay, there's an Object 140 trying to go round the front of there, but he's met the T62. Now, if both of them can get there together, that Object 140 is not going to last very long, and it looks like he's trying to pull back. He's engaging the AMX-30. Is the Pershing coming in as well? Yeah, I think he is. And here he is. Okay, and one shot and he's out the game. So the E50 carries an 88mm armor-piercing Panzer Grenadier 39L. I had to look it up because I'm not really a medium tank driver. I'm more of a arty person, as you know. And the Borsig goes down to that shot. Loading for hit the Leopard, gets a shot in for 255. One more should be enough, but the Leopard goes down, and the enemy now knows that their cap area has been effectively overrun. They're now trying to fight on two flanks at the same time, and that's not going to work. So Goliath Killer's seeking the protection of that rock, went behind it. Now he's going to poke out around the edge in company with the Pershing and the AMX-30, and they're going to tear these other tanks to shreds. Is he going to go for the T-30? Yes. T-32. and he bounced around there. There's the enemy Arty. No wonder he was totally out of position, and he finishes that off. He did receive a shot from the T-32 for his trouble, but at least he got a kill. Going after the E100, kills him, and that's it. It's all over. That is just so funny that the Arty went YOLO down to the south. Maybe he actually saw what was actually happening up north and realized that the north was going to collapse, so he just headed south towards his own heavy tanks. But trying to go shotgun in a melee of heavy tanks is probably not the wisest decision, and unfortunately he paid for it by losing his life to Goliath Killer. So, and here's the results. Second class tanker in the E100 for Goliath Killer 1. He also picked up a spotter badge because he managed to spot 1,000 hit points of damage during that battle. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 7. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5. And a fire for effect for dealing more damage to the hit points of his own vehicle. And he also picked up a Lehvaslaiho's medal for destroying 2 enemy tanks or tank destroyers and a medium tank, and they have to be at least 1 tier higher than you in order for you to get the medal. So that means he took out 2 superior opponents, and of course that means they were tier 10s, and of course one of those was the E100, of course. So congratulations, Goliath Killer. Let's have a look at the team scores quickly. Well, he didn't get the top on damage, 2,078 hit points. He did get the top when it came to kills. He got 5, so he was very effective. And he did get top when it came to base XP of 1,036. He fired 18 rounds, got 14 direct hits, 11 penetrations. He did damage of 2,078 hit points, of which 1,205 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits during the battle. 2 were penetrations, 3 were non-penetrations. He blocked damage of 1,560 hit points, and some of that was from that Borsig, who actually managed to bounce around off him. He spotted 4 enemy vehicles. He damaged 7, killed 5, and did 1,514 hit points of assistance. He received 29,714 credits on a standard account, but he got a personal reserves bonus running at the same time, so he picked up an additional 14,857. If I'm correct, that's actually a 50% personal reserves. And after his repair and ammunition resupply, he took away 28,115 on a standard account, and that's a very good total. He received 1,036 base XP, and because there was no multipliers, because it wasn't his first victory of the day, that's all he took away, I'm afraid. But pretty good medal, pretty good battle, and it was very neatly done. And yeah, he did suffer a couple of hits, but he did take down a lot of the enemy. And just goes to show how effective the armor is on the E50 if angled correctly, and also that 88mm gun in taking out the opponents and taking out superior opponents. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.